Hey guys, so we're going to be looking at BTS's Photocard binder. I just have them all plain, so these are just going to be back to back on my binders. So of course I have them in order of the album released, I hope. Sometimes I do get them mixed up because I go and forget to change them later on. And I always start with a card that I make to tell me what album the photo cards are related to. Just because sometimes some of them don't state it, or I just like to know what the cover looks like. Just little things like that. And I also think it adds a little something extra to the binder, things like that. BTS, I think, BTS and VIX and maybe Monsta X, I think, are my most complete collections. I do buy every single member's photo cards. BTS is my #1 group, which of course is why they're my favorite binder to kind of go through. But some of their cards are a little hard to get, or they're a little bit more pricey, so I kind of wait and buy those, save up a little bit, and buy those when I can. But yep, so these cards are in custom 4-pocket sleeves. They will not fit in a normal standard sleeve, so I made custom ones for that. Some Shugas. I really need to get my Love Yourself collection going. And then I always put Japanese releases and like concert goods, photo cards, stuff like that towards the end. I have just a few Japanese ones because I wasn't sure at first if I was going to actually get the CDs or just collect photo cards. I kind of did a little bit of both. Just because a lot of the older Japanese releases won't come with photo cards anymore. And then the concert ones, I always get Suga. For some reason, I always pull his card, which is why I think he might be faded. He might be faded to be more biased. But I don't really have one for BTS just because I like them all. These are from their Blu-ray. They gave you cards of each one. So I made custom 2-pocket sleeves because these were a little bit too large, and I didn't like the 1 pockets because they were causing the cards to kind of bend. So I ended up making custom 2 pockets. On the wings today. I really want to get their wings, the little lunograph, whatever they're called, holographic-y movie ones. Of course I got shoes, like I said. I always get his cards. I don't complain because I love his hair and all the colors he does. Oh, it's gonna be a hard one to pack. Yep, in the summer package. See the Shugas looking cute. And oh, I'm so glad that they do that, like a photo book. Just pictures and pictures and pictures of the group. It's one of my favorite things. Now these cards I don't really collect as much. The muster cards, there's the red bullets in here. You can kind of see it a little bit. But I want to collect them, but I'm not too in a hurry to do it. I really want to get the red bullet ones because those ones look really cool. That's how I usually decide which photo cards I'm going to buy. Price, #1, #2, how cool they look, and #3, how rare are they? Because if it's a harder card to get, I might get it then, just because I'm not sure if it'll show up again. With these red bullet ones, they kind of come and go. But I always keep little pockets for them. Now I know with some of these, they do like these mini cards and then large cards. I do have some large ones for this set, but I'm going to sell them. I don't really like the big ones as much. This was probably my least favorite photo card set of BTS. So I was like, I don't want to get the large ones and the small ones, but it's like an iffy set for me. These ones are my favorite. I love their jackets. But I just use Ultra Pro. You can kind of see the sticker in the top left corner on the sleeves. That's the brand I use. I also use BCW for some of them because Ultra Pro doesn't make all the different sizes. And before I started making custom ones, I kept trying to find other styles to kind of be able to fit my stuff. So if I can find a style that fits it, I'll use that instead of making a custom one. But these ones are in 4-pocket custom sleeves as well. So they were slightly too wide to fit in a 3-pocket sleeve, and I thought a 2 would be a waste. And then I'm almost done with this set. Very, very close. Usually for these mini ones, I find getting about 5 packs can get you just about almost all the cards. I wouldn't say all of them. I'd say maybe more like at least all of one member, because with the 5 packs or whatever, I did pretty good. Oh, and the stamps. Oh, I love these. I can't bring myself to use some of these items sometimes, so I'm like, I'm just gonna put it in the binder and be able to flip through it and look nice. And these are the Puma cards. I didn't really put them in any particular, I kind of just threw them all in there since they are kind of double-sided. And then these are from their b.i.g advertisement. I think each member has 3 styles, so I did 1, 2, and then 3 on the back. They're too big to fit in a 9-pocket, they're too tall. And then the back ones, they're not official or anything, but there's some cute transparency cards that I found that someone made, so and that is my BTS binder. Here we have Freely by the Cover, b.i.g and b.i.g. So I kind of fit b.i.g I collect a lot of, b.i.g I don't collect too much as, most of this binder will be b.i.g. And then I do, towards the beginning I haven't taken them out, I put pictures of what the photo cards are supposed to look like, just so, because at first I really wasn't sure a lot about photo cards, what the official ones were supposed to look like, and I was getting confused between official and fan-made. So I started putting in, because I kind of flipped through my binder and go, do I have this card? It's kind of like a shopping list. So I would see the card, knew what it looked like, and then I'd know if it was like official or not. Because sometimes some people won't tell you if their card's official or not, so you have to be careful with that. And then these error ones, they can fit in a standard 2-pocket sleeve, but it was far too tight for my taste. I felt like it might warp the card. Well, it's more of like a little mini booklet, so I made a custom 2-pocket sleeve for those. And I think I have all of these. I haven't been able to find one that I don't own, so I think that set is complete. And then my favorite b.i.g album by far, I don't think any of their albums have topped it yet, their Chained Up series. I loved everything about it. Packaging, photo books, these photo cards, these contracts. The contracts are in a custom 2-pocket sleeve that I made as well. But I love it because I have the 2 cards that I like right next to each other in the members. You get your freed and your chained up version. I think they look really, really cool right next to each other. I love those chocos too. This is their trilogy set. Took me a little bit to get Hong Ben's, or I can't remember which one it was. For a while I didn't have one. And then the Shangri-La, those are from the Kino. And then I had the blank ones because I'm working on a custom sleeve right now. And I forgot to put them back in the binder, so they're sitting in my to-do pile. And then I have Leo Solo, not Leo, Robbie Solo. These are the Japanese ones. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep collecting this, so I might downsize these ones just to be right next to each other. Just because those are hard to get. I'm very glad Leo's my buy, so I've been very happy that I've gotten him some of these harder to get card sets, because b.i.g I haven't really seen a lot of their cards going up anymore. Not like they used to anyways. Still missing Leo's for that one. XLR, my favorite subgroups ever. It's a custom 4-pocket. I made it a little off because it was too tight on the little stands, and I didn't like because mine started getting damaged on the corners. So that makes the image. I want to be able to see it all spread out, which is why I put the cards basically backwards. I do need to get a little white card to put in those. I tried maybe putting the red and blue thing behind it. It didn't work out. It made it look weird. Maybe when I first started to buy that album. Solo Day. And then the first album I ever bought, Sweet Girl. I do need to finish that one. I really like those cards, so I really want to finish that set. So these are the BCW cards. The only thing I suggest if you're going to collect photo cards is make sure that even if you're not going to get archival style, acid-free, safe, protected sleeves, that you at least buy the mini sleeves, I guess you call them. They're like little, they're meant to be, they're like the size of the photo cards. I put mine in those photo cards. I get side loading and top loading, and then I double protect it. If you're not going to get archival protected ones, I highly recommend you getting at least the ones to protect the photo card to put in the cheaper sleeves, just so it is protected. So here we have Icon, who's its own album. Bobby's solo in the front. I think it's the only album, except for their new ones, that I don't have. I have the entire set for this full debut album. It took me quite a bit to collect it. B.i.g's and Bobby's, I think, were the hardest to get my hands on, especially b.i.g's. I paid quite a bit to get his set. Also because I bought it like when the album just came out. One thing I noticed too, if you're gonna buy photo cards, it's a bit of a toss-up on when to buy. Because a really, really popular group like BTS or Icon's really big when they release stuff. Produce 101's really big when they release. I would just wait a bit because the people are going to make them very expensive when they first come out. I would say if an album came out, wait a few weeks to maybe a month, and then everybody should have received their copy by then. And then everyone who got duplicates or wants trades, it'll be cheaper by then. Because it's kind of a toss-up. When groups start disbanding, the cost of all their stuff's going to go up, and it's going to become harder to get, because then the companies aren't really going to be making their items anymore. Well, and there's their semi-seasons reading, I guess we call it. And Bobby's solo, which I loved. I'm still listening to now we got XO, B2B, B.i.g. Not in that order. I don't even remember what order it's in. I need to downside too, because I don't think I'm going to collect all of B.i.g. anymore. So I might just keep what I have and then just buy my biased, who is Jungkook. I really like Daejeon too. I might just get those two members' photo cards from now on. Like the Carnival one had so many, I don't even want to attempt to collect them all. Rose is one. Wait, Rose, yeah. That was one of my favorites. No, it's not Rose, what was that? This one they did all the solo covers on. I can't remember. Because this one's Rose. Oh. Here it is. One album I can never pronounce properly, even though I have been told. Blue Honeymoon. Then and all the Japanese ones. I need to downsize. I don't think I'm going to collect all the Japanese ones. I stopped buying their Japanese albums too. I know they just released another set, or they're about to. I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I'm kind of backing away from buying Japanese releases. I'm gonna just continue to buy BTS's because they're my favorite, and then Monsta X because they're my favorite. But I did have a fun time building their puzzle. What they did with one of them. So I really need to get some of their earlier album stuff. So I'm missing their entire the XOXO album. So I don't have any of those photo cards, but I have all the pictures of what they should look like. And I really started collecting them after I put this album up here. I can't remember what it's called. I was like so overwhelmed by the cost to get the whole set. With XL, it's kind of sad. I don't really like that their Korean and Chinese photo cards sometimes look so similar. It's just a different colored back. I'm like, come on. Is it special? I got purple back. The war cards. I made these into custom 2 pocket sleeves just because they were a little too big. Who would have loved this one? Came with a comic book strip. So I made a little mini comic booklet so I could kind of read it if I wanted to. So it all together instead of in one pocket sleeves, because the one pocket ones I don't really like because they start to curve the cards if they don't fit tightly. They seem to bend a little bit for me. But those were really hard to get, those comic strips. And I really need to do that. So I'm not going to really be buying any more B2B. I mean, I'll buy their albums still, but I don't think I'm going to buy any more of their photo cards. So I really need to downsize. Which will also give me a bunch of 9-pocket photo sleeves. So I don't have to buy more. And as for my binders, I have a deviant style. I really, really like it, just because all my cards kind of stay, or at least all the sleeves stay in the same area. And then there's all of them in order, how they do. Oh, not in focus. There we go. I gotta push a button on my camera since it doesn't manually autofocus. I think there's only one. Yep, this is only. I got 7. I love collecting Got 7's cards. Those are really, really fun. Dream Night. I still gotta work on sleeves for that. My ticket's just kind of thrown in one sleeve together. their Turbulent series, which I'm in love with. Photocards, I would give like 7 out of 10 because there's too many. And some of them I could live without. The new 7 for 7. And then the triangle cards. Made custom sleeves for those. You can kind of see how they stick out a little bit, but I don't push them in my binder, in my storage thing too much, so they've stayed pretty well. Can't get that thing to work. These photo cards came with their stamp set, and I love these stamps. They've been so fun and cute to use. JJ Project. I think I have all the photo cards. I just don't have some of these larger cards. I don't know the best. I might get maybe a couple. Then History. Oh, they disbanded. It was such a sad moment. So I'm thinking about making another binder of just being disbanded groups, or groups that are on like really long hiatuses. Just because some of my binders have been getting so full, and I know that these sets are like done almost in a sense, or how much I'm going to collect of them. I mean, I kind of want to finish Hymns Queen series just because I really love that album. It was on one of my top 10 videos last year. But I think, yeah. So I kind of want to do that for my disbanded groups. Just going to open up more space in some of these other binders. So Astro. They've kind of been hard to find photo cards of Astro. At least full priced ones. I usually don't want to spend more than $8 to $10 on a photo card. I used to spend up to $15 when I first started, but since K-pop has become so much more popular and so many more photo cards have been going up on the market, that I think it's not. There's too much supply, I guess you could say. Snooper. Not too many people know about Snooper. I seem to collect a lot of less known groups, and I know I get a lot of compliments for that, like a lot of I'm the only one unboxing it, or thank you. But I can't remember how I found them. I found their Platonic Love song. I thought it was the weirdest retro thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, but I got hooked on it, so I fucked it up, of course. Demon. Love Demon. It's been hard listening to Shines. We got NCT. I think this is the only complete set I have. This is the 127 Fire Truck one. I need to move 3, kind of give them their own section. They're like a subgroup, get their own group. And Super Junior, I own 0 Super Junior albums, but I love Pichu. But so I saw the album, the photo card for like $2, and I'm like, I haven't seen covers for some of these groups. I haven't even one for 7 o'clock yet. Love that photo card. That's like probably one of my favorite photo cards I got last year. In 2017. I know MXM is coming out with a new album. I'm iffy on if I'll get it. Just Ace, one of my favorites. I'm glad they came out with photo cards with their new album. But seriously, if you want an Ace album, buy it. They've all been limited, only been like 1,000. Some of the hardest ones to find. I'm so glad I bought one. I almost bought 2 of their newest one. But I was like, no, I don't want to steal 2 copies. But someone else can. Right, we got another jam-packed binder. We should want to use a tear on Infinite. Oh, I'm so sad. They just came with their comeback too, which is amazing. Watched the music video probably at least a handful of times today. So just missing Alex. I'm so glad I got Hoya a lot because he is my bias. Or was my bias. This is not part Infinite, so I'm not sure. But K and K, the first ones I made custom 2 bucket sleeves for. I need to remake some. I made some for 17 too. Of standees. I bought them as a set, I believe. So I remember someone was selling like all of them. I hope they come out with another album. I think someone told me they were on a show that y.g was doing, I think. Mix 9? Something like that. I don't think so. Because I've been very fortunate and I always pull retail, so I know we're destined to be biased. Destined to be biased. With that blue hair, I don't know if you've got it. A little too bright. Demo 1. I think Demo 2 is my favorite. I think the title track is Demo 2. Romeo. Even I do like this color so close-ups. I really like this. And then map 6, not too many people know about that. Martin map 6. SF9. Kind of like, their photo cards have been okay for me, but their past few albums, or the last few, I really, really like these black ones. But the latest one they have, those little round, kind of transparent ones, I want to collect all of those. Those just look so cool. I always love how like the color on them. And then my name. I know one of the members is on the event. He's been doing really good. Like Triple H needs another album. If you agree, let me know in the comments. That's an amazing album. And then Beast, I need to change their cover to be Beast and Highlight. Just because it's basically the same group but different name because they left, but since it's the same members, X1 person. I kind of want to keep all their stuff together. b.i.g, got them. I can't believe it. Except for Hido. He's been doing thing that Addiction was good. Kento. Unit as well. I was so excited when I saw him. I'm like, I own his album. I support him before this moment. List. I don't really think I'm gonna buy Newest's other stuff. I always thought Newest was okay for me. I have like their later stuff, but I'm not gonna just start overtly supporting the group just because they produce one on one or something like that. But I have to see if their stuff keeps getting better and better. Big Bang. I don't really know much Big Bang. I know a lot of their main album. They came out with a trillion different things because it was their 10th anniversary. Madtown. Oh, sad year for Madtown. still don't know bias for that. Ooh. Put those ones. Low. Seven, one of the first K-pop groups I've ever seen. There's a song that's like back on the microphone. I don't even know the name of the song, but that's like the only line I remember. And then Not Really in Black, but Thunder released an album, so I kind of just put it in there because I wasn't sure if I was going to buy the other In Black albums. We got Boys 24, this is In Black. I know Into It, now that I remember, technically is part of Boys 24, but I put them in a different binder because I forgot. My bad. Now we got Monsta X and 101 in the binder together. I kind of put them in a binder together because they are basically a lot of their sleeves are customized. So I still need to get that Golden X card. I think that's the only album that they came out with a Golden X card. I'm not sure. I've only seen one buyer selling it. It's a little more than I want to spend on the Photocard. So I'm just waiting to see if another one pops up. And I think I have some of those titles things wrong. I remember someone telling me last time that I had like the Guilty covers mixed up, but I forgot to change that. Oops. But I love, these are my favorite sleeves. Custom sleeves anyways. Probably because it was my first one that I did and I just grew very, very attached to them. But I think I'm basically missing the brilliant, the white back photo cards for just about every member. And then I'm missing, I think it's the b.i.g version photo cards for basically all the members. Learned so much after making this set too. Fell in love with sequence. Learned a lot about design. Fell in love with gradients even more. Ah, they shine forever. And the stickers I put on the back. I'm missing one. CD plates. I'm losing. I don't know. I can't decide. Oops. That's upside down. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Oh, these photo cards, there's so many of those photo cards. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Those ones are a little harder to get because I think they're like limited for a while. I don't know how wild it's like if you bought first press one or something like that, you got the postcards. CD plates. And then I got IM's Japanese cards. IM's my best. The #1 best. It's just so pretty. I did get their other season's green as well, it just hasn't arrived yet. We got 101. Got their group cards in the front. And then the custom sleeves. Got our Burn It Up style and our Energetic style. I'm almost done with this set. I think I'm just missing a couple photo cards. There's one. I know I'm missing Daniel's for sure. But it was nice that they kind of made their second album kind of the same. Everything was the same size, so I basically, the second set's the same size, but flipped. I mean, I loved this. They're very time consuming to make though, but I don't mind. I don't really have any, I just have the original ones that I bought. So I only really have technically a little bit. Yeah, I kind of interchanged mine, and that's kind of what I've been doing. If people ordered multiple quantity, I've kind of just been interchanging purple sequences are on top. I love this design too. I haven't really shaped it down. There's that binder. 2 more to go. Basics. I'm so excited with day 6 lately. The stuff is a lot better than their beginning music. I think they've gotten a lot more attention too. I love all the music videos, and I love all the music they've been coming out with. Plus, I love music videos. So. These are some of my favorite photos. Those are so thick. They were nice. I love the pictures that they chose as well. Winner's photo books, not so much, but their photo cards, really nice. Being downsized now. This one, crusty. I think that was my favorite album, Mirror. It has been their best album so far. In terms of everything, I think. Photo book, cards. Like, that's what I love about photo cards. I like when they look really, really cool. I don't like the selfie style. As we get into selfie style. I know N-Flying just came with a new album too. Uptension. I really liked, I know 17 and Uptension kind of came out around the same time. I was very strongly Uptension, but I've kind of converted to 17. I think 17 is kind of my favorite now. And Boyfriend. I don't really think I'm going to collect more of their cards anymore. I really liked this early style of theirs with the witch, and then Boyfriend in Wonderland. I think that was kind of like my favorite Boyfriend era style and everything. And I know the leader of their group, he's been doing really, really well on it too. So he's the only one who made it on. Oh, Best Stars. I kind of like Best Stars better than Blackbeam. Is that bad? I really like Best Stars, and then Zico Solo. That's what I really like. I think it's because the music style is more style. Cianbu. Cinderella is still my favorite song by them. I hope they come out with something else, or at least the High 420 subgroup. Well, 17, I really remake their 2-pocket sleeves. Because they're like the very, very first ones I ever made. So I didn't really understand the concept of melting the plastic through, so I'll be honest, I kind of ripped some of them. There's like this little secret. You can't tell which ones it is because I'm grabbing them properly, but I need to remake some of them, for sure. I can look at these sleeves sometimes and I'm like, what were you thinking? You need to practice more, girl. What's your problem? But I've been thinking about collecting a little bit more 17s. There's a good handful of numbers that I really like. So I thought if I am going to collect them, I'll probably collect my favorites first and then kind of go from there. Just because there's so many, it can get really costly trying to collect the entire group. I mean, it's 13 members. So it can get quite pricey. And then my favorite album by far there so far, Teenage. And one of their photo books, it's gonna end up, I know it's probably gonna end up in my top 10 photo books. It's so good. Hi, Roy Kim. And then one, Samuel. I haven't made covers for like any of these groups. But Samuel. Alpha. I know one of them's in JDJ right now. Oh, speaking of JDJ, here we go. I think it's funny. I don't know if I'm going to get all of JDJ like I did Produce 101. And then, of course, here's Into It. Wrong spot, but I love their photo cards. I forgot there's transparency down there at the bottom. I need to make them little white pocket cards to go in there too, so they stand out more. Oh, but where I get my sleeves, I get most of them on Amazon, basically 90%, and then sometimes I'll get from my local comic book store, because I know I get asked that question a lot. All my females, of course, 4 Minute, my #1 female group, but they disbanded, so I cry a little inside. I'm crazy. 7, those are my favorite albums by them. They get better and better. And then 4 Minute came out with a star card collection. I'm missing one of the cards. You were supposed to get them all in the one package that you bought. But from a couple people I've heard that also had this collection, they're also missing the exact same card and got a duplicate card. So I have Kiana's solo stuff in here. She hasn't really come out with photo cards in her solo stuff, so I didn't want to make us her own section. And CLC, really love that album by CLC. And Twice. I'm thinking about changing up Twice's collection. So I don't think I'm going to collect all of them. A lot of the albums come with, if you pre-order it, you get a pack of all members' photo cards. So I've always been getting that. So I think I might just keep those photo cards, and then whatever I get in the albums, yay, and I'll just keep them. Even though Momo is my favorite. But I don't know which Twice album is my favorite. I think they've all been solid. They're very, very catchy songs. Red Velvet, basically Red Velvet and Mamamoo are now like my #1 female groups. So I need to buy Red Velvet's older albums. I need to buy them. ALA. That one was just amazing. think I might be selling all my A-Pink. I'm not the biggest A-Pink fan. I know a lot of people are, so I kept trying to give them a go, but not that much of my cup of tea, I guess you could say. Brave Girls. Sister. I need to buy more of their albums too. That's my favorite Photocard. Still want to get the black version, but I feel so bad if I do. Dreamcatcher. Oh, I love this concept they've been doing. EXID, you've been falling in love. Really, really good stuff. Tiara. I got the one album, just a lot of people ask me to get it. Nine Muses. I really like their album too. Music video. G-Friend. They've been okay for me. Hard Love. I don't really have anything for Blackpink. I keep waiting for them to release an album, but they haven't. But that is basically my entire Photocard collection. I hope you guys enjoy looking through my cards. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And until the next video. Bye guys.